Welcome back to your Guam Basketball Association Game of the Week, everybody. I'm Jason Salas alongside my broadcast partner, Dave Delgado, and we have got the Sushi Rockets nursing a 4-point lead over the very undermanned Team Justice. Once again, a total team of 6 tonight as Charfers and Han, little shoulder bump there. And Han going to slow things down. The 1992 graduate from JFK just played in his final Pacific Games as Merwin Martin on the corner.
Deep two from Martin.
5 points. 24-18 your score. Once again, how is Team Justice going to react with such a depleted bench? Basically one guy. So it's the sub and the coach on the bench at this point, and that would be Oscar Espinoza. Sotelo's first shot front rins the first of 2 free throws, so 24-18 continues to be your score.
Off again. These free throws are really going to come back to hurt Justice if the game stays close down the stretch.
Cross-court pass from Han to Stake, working inside to Yao, underneath again. Through the double team, Dave, splitting the defenders. So hard to defend.
What he's doing is he's allowing the defenders to leave their feet, then he's getting under for the basket.
And that wasn't necessarily an intentional block. It just went off his shoulder.
Yeah, that's how big he is. Yang Gao with the defense.
And Gao there, but the very undersized Jay Casemiro with nice defense. And Charfers is not going to like that as he stole the ball from Rashawn Bloss and had a clear path to the cup. So Jeff Sanchez, who's had good minutes so far for Sushi Rock, going to come out of the game for a breather. Irv Jose, number 6, back in. So Sushi Rockets have a lot of shooters on the court as Bloss nifty moves through the double team. And Bloss, last week's player of the game.
Yep. Really turned it on towards the end of the second half.
Bloss, part of the Bloss family of exceptionally talented Guam basketball players.
Yep.
Joe Bloss, Carmen Bloss, incredible talent. Some of the players to watch here if you come out to the GBA games, and make sure to come out because we play on Wednesdays and Saturdays and Sundays. On weekends, we play at 3, 5, and 7.
Sotelo finding his range on a deep ball right there.
The three-point shot cuts the lead to 5, 26-21. Nice touch pass. So refs talking it over, trying to figure out if the ball did hit the rim.
Jin Han giving up to Irv Jose. Jose looking to pull up for the 3. Short there.
And Han's foot on the line when he took off. He tried to do like one of those Derek Jeter 1 foot long pass. Rookie Charfaris anchoring this Team Justice attack. And the Rockets giving Charfaris a lot of room to move as Sotelo is off the mark. And ball coming the way of the Rockets. 26-21, still your score. The sharpshooting James Stake draws contact. Non-shooting foul.
These are the plays that they're going to have to make in order to stay in the game. But
Yeah,
not be overly aggressive and draw too many fouls, because you can't afford to foul out in this game if you're Team Justice.
That is going to be a really interesting situation to see, like, if two players foul out. Basically, from that point on, will we say it's a... Are we going to have to call a forfeit, or you can't play with four people even in FIBA rules?
Yeah. But, you know, with 6 guys finishing the game with only 5, it's really going to hurt late in the game.
Gao to the hole. And finger roll just missed as Charfaris spins. The Rockets still lead by a 3-point margin, 26-23, 6:35 left to go in the half. In what has been an exciting game so far. Casemiro heads to the bench. And Han looking to go for the lead pass with Jose, but he steps back.
Fatigue going to start playing a role now.
Ref said no contact. You called it, Dave. You said they're going to let him play. Sotelo, nice feed to
Roki
Charfaris on the wing. Now, Rashawn Blas very upset that time. Thought there was a lot of contact. But, explain that rule, Dave, about, like, how much more when you play with FIBA rules and everything, you can kind of get away with, like, physical play.
Yeah, I think, the refs are – it's going to be the refs making the judgment call.
Sotelo and one. So August Sotelo maintaining his balance and the presence of mind. 26-25 now, and Sotelo has a chance to tie the game for the first time since the opening moments of this basketball contest. And the Sushi Rockets kind of showing a little bit of inconsistency here in quarter number 2 after they were red hot in the opening moments. Stake once again takes point guard duties. Lumpkin kept the ball from coming out. Jose, nice behind the back move, Steph Curry style. And there was some contact down low, and I believe that is Roki Charfaris, but Roki's gonna get up. Yeah, the normally sharpshooting Irv Jose, Dave, has yet to hit a bucket.
Yep. When you're really working to get a shot off, it's going to take its toll on your legs, and you able to jump and release at your highest peak.
So Team Justice scrapping, playing together, staying in the game at 27-26. Now they lead by 1. And as you said, Dave, these are gentlemen whose duty to Guam, they all work at the court system. And, of course, it being Law Enforcement Week, there's a softball tournament coming on. And you said, they're extending the Hafaday spirit. They're showing island hospitality. So they're hosting, like, a lot of people that came out.
There's teams from the CNMI and Palau. So these guys are, taking them around and kind of paying back to what they did for them when they went out. So,
yeah, because before they're basketball players, they're all colleagues in making sure that justice is done. And they have got a 1-point lead over the top team in the GBA, at least for the moment, as Rashawn Blas will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Blas gets a nice roll.
that's Rashawn's first bucket of the night.
Yep. And he, if you're a fan of the Sushi Rockets, 1 point so far, but if there's one thing about Rashawn Blas, he can heat up in a hurry. Instant offense. Royster creating and popping off the mark. Royster got the feed from Charfers down low, but turnover for Justice. And just into the game for athleticism and defense, James White. And he is going to be a handful for Justice to deal with, as Thomas Ross unable to hit.
And, Justice is playing real good defense, getting out, contesting shots and staying in people's face. Chaco with the dish. Espinoza, three-pointer, good.
Oscar Espinoza just back into the game, 30-27. And the Sushi Rockets, who had as much as a 6-point lead, now playing from behind. .355 left to go in the first half. Royster off glass, way off on that shot.
You can't really look for the foul, man. You got to get back down court.
Oh, Thomas Russ thought he had a guaranteed shot, but the ball just rimmed out at the last moment.
Slow motion, too.
Yeah, the ball had some English on it, so it just rolled off the rim. But, everybody in the gym thought that was going in.
He did, too. He went down court.
And James White 2-on-2, but White goes to the hole. A little bit too fast on that one. Espinoza, another three. And I think that's going to be an over-the-back call on Team Justice. So despite being shorthanded, Justice up by 3, score still 30-27 as Royster going to take a breather. August Sotelo, number 4, back into the game. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you're one of the many fans here on Guam, you can catch the rebroadcast of the GBA Games of the Week on GNN. If you're a subscriber of the GTA Teleguam cable system, or Local 2 if you're with Docomo Pacific, or catch it Tuesday afternoons on YouTube. We got a playlist with all of our games of the week, so you can stream it, share it with your friends, share it on social media, and enjoy the best Guam basketball as Dave, myself, Ken Nicholas, Andy Wheeler, and Chris Barnett are the luckiest guys on Guam to just be sitting here and watching some great games. And Thomas Russ fighting down low, fighting off a triple team. And he will go to the line. And referee Neil Pineda say that foul is going to be on Sotelo. So Russ will shoot 2. But the refs are going to wave off that shot. As they said, Russ actually had a line violation, so the Rockets are going to call a timeout. Dave, that's exactly like in volleyball, you know, when you serve and you have serving fault.
Yep.
You don't see that very often.
Yeah, not really. I guess, you know, guys really focused on the rim and where to position themselves rather than marking their feet.
So I guess Russ rocked a little bit forward and
or stepped into a shot.
Yep, the referee's real
Yeah.
quick, and they said nope, foot was on the line. So your score still 30-27. The undermanned, and now you can see some of the fatigue starting to take its toll on the Team Justice bench. But, you know, these guys are savvy veterans. They know how to conserve their energy. And, you know, these guys have been playing basketball since they were, you know, 6 years old. And this is what they do, you know, on a playground somewhere in Mongmong on a Saturday night anyway. So.
Well, you know, hopefully the mentality, too, was, hey, we got to knock off Sushi Rockets. And then there's a high chance that we're going to play underman because of the things that's been going on this week. So I'm sure they're well prepared for tonight's game.
So one of those 2 free throws that Russ made called off because of the foot fault. Sushi Rockets down by 2, 28-30. Casemiro short on the 3-point shot. And here comes Irv Jose. Nice closing defense by Justice. Russ working inside. Russ off the glass. That time, no doubt. Ball didn't come out then. And the power of Russ has tied the game at 30.
Hey, you know, with his length, it's really hard to defend when he gets that turnaround shot.
James White pushing to Irv Jose. Long 2. There's Irv's first basket. And Sushi Rock back on top, 32-30. Nice defense by Darryl Lumpkin, and here comes White. Lumpkin feeds Merwin Martin, who can't get the shot to fall. 1:23 left to go in the first half as Casemiro trying to post up Jose. Double team coming. And the ref's initially going to say this is Sushi Rocket ball. And after the quick conference, the officials were going to say, yeah, it was touched by the Sushi Rockets on the block. So ball stays with Justice. And coming into the game for his first appearance, longtime veteran, former Guam national team player, and 3-time champion with the Pepsi Warriors in football, Sandy Farron, the savvy veteran. And Charfer's going right at Sandy, trying to beat him off the dribble. One second left on the 24-second clock. Turnover by Justice, and White 1-on-2. White to the hole. Beautifully done, James White. One of the many athletes that the Guam High Panthers have produced over the years. Charfer is wide open, nicely done. Slipped inside Lumpkin and went to the rack.
Yeah, Charfers is really money inside the paint. Anything down low baseline, he's pretty much going to capitalize and hit that shot.
And White throws it right to Charfus. And Charfers tries to go behind the back. Sotelo thought about a three, goes inside baseline two. Nicely done by August Sotelo. Game tied at 34, and the pace is starting to pick up with 23 seconds left to go in the first half, as White's going to slow things down now.
There's about a 2-second differential on the shot clock and game clock.
Thomas Russ goes inside, and Russ has not been able, I should say they can't stop Russ, as Casimiro's short on the heave. So your score is Sushi Rockets up now 36-34 on Thomas Russ and his friends. So stay tuned, everybody. When we come back, we will have the third quarter and what's been an exciting first half of play. We'll be back right after this. Please stay tuned.